Hey YouTube, this video is about this Pierce 20,000 pound winch. I've got my tractor here. It weighs 14,000 pounds. I got the winch cable on a snatch block right here. Normally what happens when I'm winching this tractor up, the front end comes up off the ground because of the weight of this disc back here. This thing is so heavy, even with the front tires being full of water, 1,400 pounds in counterweights on the front. The weight of the engine and front axle, it still picks it up. That's how heavy that disc is back there. So I normally winch this up when I'm sitting on it. That way I can turn the tires in case something happens. I can hit the brakes before it builds up momentum and goes rolling back off the truck. So this is the 20,000 pound winch. You can see the cable is all bunched up. The tensioner that you buy with this thing is junk, complete junk. Don't waste your money on it. You're gonna have to do a cantilever system over on the top of this, like a rocker, to where it pulls up here. You got springs on the back to pull it down this way and to pull the tensioner up on the bottom side of the spool. I have a tensioner that I've made. It's on my other winch. It's going to go on this. The roller fair lead has to be separate from the winch. There are no holes for mounting it. And besides that, I talked to Pierce and they say that it causes the housing of the winch to break, and that's what you don't want to happen. But I have this wired up on a remote control. If you're going to run a snatch block, you never want it to go back to your winch. You always want it to go to a separate anchor point. Normally I have a couple extra shackles that go from this D-ring over to this D-ring. Only actually one here and one on the other side. In case this pin fails, it's not going to be a total catastrophe. I'll have a backup. It'll be locked in here. But just to show you that this 20,000 pound winch will in fact winch my tractor up. And to test out this winch, the other day I forgot and left the parking brake on the tractor. So it was pulling the weight of the tractor up the ramps with the disc and the brakes on. And I didn't notice until I got almost all the way onto the truck that the parking brake was still on the tractor. But here's the remote. This for me is in, this is out. I have a separate video about these remote and the remote control unit on the winch, how to wire them up. So this for me is going to be in, this is out. You can see how hard it's pulling down on the front. I think I still have it in gear. And it's actually pulling it up, being in gear, turning the motor over. So I'll get up there in a minute. But I just want to show you this winch. You can see the cable spooling up all like a bird's nest. So that's going to be popping off of the top coils. So I need to get up there and get on the tractor. But I just want to show you that this winch will actually pull what it's rated, because the tractor is 14,000 pounds and it's in gear and is dragging it up the incline of this carrier truck. So I'm going to give the Pierce 20,000 pound winch a thumbs up. You never know, it could break later on. But for now, I'll give it a thumbs up. I hope you enjoy this video. Till next time, peace out. Be safe.